Technology, sports, music, fashion.
Aloha, I'm Sam and welcome to Pacific Beach Street. We've got a rocking great show for you guys today where I'm catching up with rock-inspired violinist Elena. That's if I can get the old grease lightning to work.
Shalom, I'm Corinne. Today I find out what it means to be Jewish and living in New Zealand, and we get an invitation to the Rock and Roll Club. Michael, do you want to come rock and rolling with me?
Corinne, you know I'd come with you, but I gotta go to Taupo to check out some slick-down, fast rocking float planes. Khalia, you want to come check out Lake Taupo with me?
Sure, Mike. I hear there's water ski races on. Sounds peachy.
Corinne, be careful, you're gonna scratch the paint. Hey, and by the way, you said that I could come with you to the rock and roll story. I can dance, I got chills, they're multiplying.
Technology.
Most of us have had at least one trip on an aeroplane, but what about a float plane? As a matter of fact, how does a plane even land and take off on water? Well, it all happens here at the Taupo Lake. Guys, meet Neil Camp, chief pilot of the Taupo Float Planes. Neil, how long have you been flying for?
I've been flying about 14 years, 10 years on float planes.
You're flown proper aeroplanes and float planes. What's the main difference?
The main difference is the water. It's never the same twice.
And what sort of plane is this one?
This is a Cessna 206, which is a typical land plane that has been adapted with a float plane kit, so it can take off and land from the water.
And so what have you put on it, just the bottom parts?
Apart from the obvious floats and the connections here that connect it to the airframe, it's also got a much bigger rudder and a fin under the bottom to help counteract the extra surface area of the floats here for directional stability.
Is it for when you hit the water?
No, this is basically when it's in the air. Once they put the floats on, you've got all that extra surface area for wind to hit, which would push the nose all around the place with the original rudder, so they made that bigger. And here's where the secret comes in, is what made the float successful. And I've got a little model here I'll show you. On the bottom of the float is this thing called the step here. When it's up and running, ready to fly, it's only running on a very little portion of the float. So then you've got very little drag, allows the plane to go fast enough to fly, and when it comes time to get airborne, the plane can come back without this piece touching the water and slowing us down again, and it can fly away.
It just takes off like that?
That's right.
Because it's got no wheels,
yes.
How do you brake it?
That's where your training is. You learn to judge when to turn the motor off, when you arrive at your destination, like our dock here, or a boat, and you wait for the momentum to run out, and hopefully you've timed it, so it comes to the point where we tie it up here. Why don't we jump in and have a go?
Sweet. Are the air regulations different from a float plane?
We're still under the civil aviation rules as if we were flying from an airport, so we obey their rules. The only difference is once we touch the water, we then become a boat. So then here in New Zealand, we have to be aware of the marine rules as well.
What's the best thing about flying one of these puppies?
The best thing about flying a float plane is I can land anywhere on the lake here. I can go western side of the lake here and land at a totally unprepared surface. We just arrive and we've got the place to ourselves.
Whoa, just hit the water. Oh my God. It's the most out of it feeling. It's not like wheels touch down, it's just like going on ice cream. There's nothing like it. Float planes are the bomb. You can get to places where normal planes can't. Thank you very much, Neil, for taking us around.
You're welcome, Michael.
For more information, do check out the website below, and I'll see you back at the house. Later.
Look, I can dance.
No, Sam, I'm not taking you to the Rock and Roll Club. I'm taking Michael. You get to interview Elena, the rock violinist, later, and besides, Michael can actually dance.
Fine, I'll just go with Khalia.
You can't come with me. I'm going water ski racing.
Sports.
Ever wanted to walk on water? Well, these guys fly across it at 140 k's per hour. What is it? It's water ski racing. We're here at Lake Taupo to find out how it works and if I can do it without breaking both my legs. Hey Bevan, how's it going?
Hey, good thanks.
Guys, this is Bevan Turksma. He's currently ranking 7th in the men's open grade for water ski racing. Can you tell us what is water ski racing?
In the circuit race, we all start at once. It's like a big group start, and it's around generally a 5 to 8k course. In the world events, they run for an hour for men's open.
An hour for one race?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, it hurts.
So if you're going at about 140 miles an hour, doesn't that just depend on the boat that's towing you?
No, because sooner or later you either run out of energy or fitness or strength, or you get scared and just don't want to do it, you know, like.
So you must love it.
I love the adrenaline, like, and unfortunately now I drive fast on the road, so you've got to take it out somewhere else.
Like, how dangerous is it?
It's a stupid sport actually, because it's extremely dangerous. But you know, if it wasn't, what else would you do?
But it's something that you're able to handle, obviously.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of crashes, you know. I've had some pretty good injuries from it. The water's funny, like when you fall, sometimes you can fall and it won't be so bad, but it's very sticky, like you can be tumbling and it'll grab a body part and just rip it.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Gee, and does your wetsuit do anything to help that?
You'll see the wetsuits have been designed with arm restraints on them.
And all this padding in here, is it to keep you afloat?
Yeah.
Great, well it sounds freaky, but I'm gonna have a go because that's my job. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, that's perfect actually. I'm glad you're keen.
So I've actually never got up on water skis before. Does that matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Have you attempted?
Yeah, and my legs went sideways. Very painfully.
Okay, just keep your knees tucked in tight.
Okay.
And then they won't be able to go like that so much, you know?
It's cold! Okay. Well, there you have it. That's water ski racing for you. It's going to take me a while to get onto one ski, but if you wanted to find out more information, check out the website. Thanks, Bevan. You're the man for showing me how it's done. We'll see you guys out there on the water. Beauty school dropout, go back to high school.
Coming up after the break, Corinne finds out what it's like to be Jewish, and later on, we go rock and rolling. Yay!